Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Dolphins are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Bears offense that wants to hang a big number on them.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Miami Dolphins. First down, Trubisky dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So the offense lining up first and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Kellen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They go play action here on first down. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue landed. Hot blue landed.
Now a play fake here on first down. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A quick handoff to Vitale. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He leaves this one for Howard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky, flush to his right. Looking for White on the deep, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here we go now. Blue, landed. Leopard. Leopard. No. Check. Let's go.
This is Howard on second down. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still 3rd and long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. That's caught by Meredith right side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had, very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They'll run with Marshall. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Keith Marshall, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa! Let's get it. Hey, cut his right. Watch that in.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. It's grabbed over the middle by White. 11 yards for number 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it. And this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. And here we go on first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. No. Check.
Here's Kelly. Throwing again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now Howard. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Play action. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it, no one got it. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Here we go now. 3, 19.
Here's Trubisky. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it. No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Boom, landed. Gone.
Now a first down throw. Kelly. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Detroit now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard right on the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Detroit! Now let's go. Green, 39. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. Green, Detroit!
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. Wide open receiver complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20, 10, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A play fake. Now Kelly. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Reynolds. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Over. Detroit.
And the big tight end shifting around. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Green 39! Green 39! No. Check. Patriot now, Barney. Green 39! Green 39! Back that Philly. All right, now, lucky 56.
Kelly off the bootleg. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And here's Marshall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Under 10. Go.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now let's go. Blue,
On second down, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And now running right through it. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Trubisky will throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Set. Boom, landed. Gun. Hot.
On second down, Kelly. Running over the middle by Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. From the gun, Kelly. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! No. Detroit! Detroit! Patriot!
Now Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Kelly. And Olsen over the middle. 23 yards on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Rashid Hagman. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. 3, 9. All right, now, lucky 56. All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. And that'll be incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it'll bring up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here we go. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Kelly, operating from the gun. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
3 yards to go on second down. Now Trubisky. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Looks to be right around the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Trubisky on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. This is Marshall. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
The tight end Olsen in motion. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Here we go now. Over.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Give this time to the tailback. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Keith Marshall, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Green 39.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's White, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fancy footwork in midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. First down now, but that clock rolling.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And this looks to probably be the final play. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.